In an effort to publicize the Michigan Grocers Association Food Aid Project, on April 1st, an April Foods Day supermarket sweep was conducted at the Fellposh Mingus Brook Mall store. 5 celebrity teams swept across the aisles, picking up more than 200 food aid items worth over $400 for the Food Bank of South Central Michigan.
I think it was just great to get that kind of participation from the media, working cooperatively and having fun at the same time and competing, ironically, at the same time. Over $400 worth of product got raised in a 5-minute period of time. That's pretty significant. Thanks to Fellposh for that. I think it promotes that food aid list. It gets consumers thinking a little more, and the media is certainly going to help get the word out. And I think probably next year, other people, other manufacturers, broker representatives may say, hey, why weren't we part of this food aid list this year? So I think it's just a wonderful day. It went real well. We didn't really know what we were doing, but it happened.
It was just an idea that we were trying to think of a way to promote the different products that the Michigan Grocers Association has solicited. All these companies donate money every time each of these products are sold, and last year it was such a huge success that we wanted to springboard on that success. And basically, we thought if we could get more notoriety for the products that are out there and for the fact that the program is running, that we could greatly increase the amount of food that the food bank would have available to them. One thing that this does is it provides them with better than food. It gives them dollars, which in many instances is something they need in order to keep their distribution channels going.
The numbers are incredibly close here. We'll let you have your information if you want to know, but I'm just looking at numbers 46, 44, 39, 37, and 30 items. A close spread. And the winner is, with 46 items,
WBCK WBXX's team of Dana Drummond, Lynn Richards, and Brian Rogers captured first place, snatching up 46 items, good-naturedly squeaking out WNWN's team of Denny Bice, Dave Hoppy, and Don Kinsley. Other participants included Stephanie Boyd, Mark Mays, and Bill Miller from the Battle Creek Enquirer, Jerry Belletta, John Dial, and Andy Miller from WKFR, and John Wendell, David Winter, and Kyra Weissert from WWMT Channel 3. Jim Walzak from the Kellogg Arena refereed the event. Food Aid is sponsored by the Michigan Grocers Association. When customers purchased food aid items during April at participating grocery stores, a portion of the purchase price was donated to the Food Bank Council of Michigan. The council, in turn, will distribute the food aid proceeds to each of Michigan's 12 food banks, including the Food Bank of South Central Michigan.
The private sector, grocery stores, media, individuals are really going to have to pick up the gap that's occurring with the shrinking of public resources, with the recession in general, with so many people losing their jobs or on the edge of just not simply being able to get by. Over 50% of those that are hungry nowadays are children. It's real important that all of us lend a helping hand to do what we can to help feed those that are the least amongst us. Getting worse. Nationwide, we're talking about 35 million. Around our 8-county area, about 70,000 people that may, for one reason or other, not have enough food to get through the weekend or at the end of the month, on and on. And I think it's going to get worse. I think most people that view out and take a look at the future for the short run are seeing a pretty sluggish economy and some hard times ahead. So we're all going to have to do our part to do as much as we can to make sure that life's as good as possible for our neighbors.
On April 4th, local class rock band The Edge teamed up with country music band Southbound in a benefit concert for the Food Bank of South Central Michigan, held at the T-Kai Truck Stop's Four Seasons restaurant. Over $1,700 was raised by more than 320 people who attended. WNWN's The Colonel served as Master of Ceremonies for the night in a musical evening that included guests Dan Grote and Jan Young. This marked the 3rd year that The Edge has performed a benefit concert for the food bank during its fundraiser. Members of The Edge include Jim Oliver, Bill Wentworth, Greg Keefe, and Tom Osborne. Members of Southbound include Jim, Rich, and Doug DeMott and Randy Yo. This year, 17 participants got together to can hunger by constructing sculptures made out of non-perishable food items. In all, over 16,500 food items were used in building some of the most unique sculptures ever to grace the corridors of the Lakeview Square Mall.
Each group has a 10-foot by 10-foot square area that they have to confine themselves in terms of the space available to them to build their sculptures. They have to have at least 500 cans or units of food contained in their sculpture. And basically, those are the major hurdles that each group had to overcome.
Since the sculptures were up at the mall for an entire week, that included 2 weekends, in one of the most heavily trafficked areas of Calhoun County, it was a way for participating groups to alleviate hunger in a very public way.
All the 17 groups that are participating in the can sculpture exhibit the food will benefit the Food Bank of South Central Michigan, specifically our member agencies. And we have over 175 member agencies at the current time. They're charity groups that operate food programs.
Participants were even temperedly vying for 3 awards. The People's Choice Award, given to the sculpture that generated the most monetary votes among the general public. The Food Bank's Choice Award, earned by the group that used the most food items in their sculpture. And the Expert's Choice Award, captured by the group producing the most artistically pleasing sculpture. Last year, the Battle Creek JCs captured the Expert's Choice Award, while the Battle Creek Realtors Association nabbed the People's Choice and Food Bank's Choice Awards. The can sculpture exhibit is sponsored by Scene Magazine. The can sculpture exhibit participants included AAA of Michigan, Battle Creek Civic Newcomers Welcome Wagon, Battle Creek Ford with help from Enterprise Car Rental, Battle Creek Gas Company, Battle Creek Home Builders Association, Battle Creek JCs, Binder Park Zoo, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers number 445, Kellogg Community College, Lakeview Square Mall, Michigan Air National Guard, Penfield Girl Scouts, Transamerica, Union Pump Company, United Way of Greater Battle Creek, Utility Workers Union of America number 106, and Visiting Nurse Services.
I just appreciate the community-minded spirit of every single group that's participating here tonight. It's really a lot of positive, creative energy that's being put forth on behalf of hungry people in the Battle Creek area that are being served through the Food Bank of South Central Michigan, and we really appreciate it.